Oh my God. It's just a flavor explosion. God himself was having a cookout. This is the food he would serve. Welcome to Singapore, the urban powerhouse born from the ports and the jungles. At the 20th smallest country in the world, this country is anything but little. You have everything from nightlife to views to food and anything you can imagine. So let's check out everything that this city has to offer and take it from there. Hey y'all, real quick, before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it. So I made it to the famous hawker chan. They basically took the world by storm when they were the first hawker stand or even street food to earn a Michelin star back in 2016. And even though they lost their Michelin star recently, it's still considered a must visit for any foodie, I really think, just for the significance of what they did. Their classic dish that you gotta try is the soy sauce over rice. It looks fantastic, smells great. You know, I never thought I'd be eating a Michelin star meal off of a paper plate, but here we are. Flavor on that chicken is pretty gnarly. You know, this cost me $350 Singapore dollars. That's what's great about the hawker stands. You get really high quality food for a really low price. All different kinds of food to try out. If you're like me and you sweat a lot and you come to Singapore, bring like a towel with you or something, or one of those little fans. Because if it's you in humidity, don't play around. You gotta be ready for it. The stall that it came to today is the original location that actually was awarded a Michelin star. Recently though, they've had to open up a bunch of new places because there's been so many people that's been wanting to come try it. So they have different locations here in Singapore. That's another thing. People in Singapore love to wait in line. Doesn't matter what it's for, there's a line, like they will properly wait in it. So regularly around the city, you'll just see lines. Like waiting an hour in line is like not uncommon here. Coming to Sea Gardens by the Bay, if you have the chance to come on the skywalk, I'd say it's definitely worth paying the 12 Singapore dollars for it. Seeing the light show up here from this angle is absolutely magical. You were right in the middle, you're like something in the middle of Avatar, and these lights and the music that play every evening, it's something, you know, you just gotta see it in person, dude, because this is absolutely, like, it's pure magic, it's beautiful. Coming to Gardens by the Bay is a must. Everyone who comes to Singapore says it, but coming on the Skyway and seeing it from up here at the top of the trees, can't beat it. I feel like a Disney princess. That's how it feels like being in the middle of this. I mean, they're also playing Disney music, so that makes sense, but cannot recommend coming up here enough. It's ridiculous. You have beautiful views of the city. You have Marina Bay Sands. You have the rest of the trees up here. It doesn't beat it. So my phone ended up dying while I was at Gardens by the Bay. So I decided to come to this little bar that's here called Hopscotch. They were kind enough to let me charge my phone. So in the meantime, I thought I'd order a drink. I thought I was just getting a normal drink and I got this crazy concoction. It's a drink inspired by the old trade routes of Singapore. I've never had a drink that came like with snacks before. So first it comes with like this mango salsa and this little snack that I guess the sailors used to all eat. And then the glass itself is really cool. It's literally like one of those like burlap sacks, but made out of glass. And it's a mango-based drink with like yuzu. I think I saw it was made with like cachaça. It's really cool, you know, served in this little boat. Nice little homage to the history of Singapore. So if you're ever in Gardens by the Bay and want to come get like an inventive cocktail, come check out Hopscotch. It'll be pretty cool. So I made it to Long Bar in the Raffles Hotel here in Singapore. It's the home of the Singapore Sling, which is an iconic cocktail. So this drink was invented in 1915 right here in the Raffles Hotel by a bartender of the name of Nagayam Tongbung. I apologize if I mispronounced that. So according to etiquette back then, women couldn't drink alcohol. So the bartender made it look like a fruit punch so that way they could get away with drinking it, which is pretty cool. If you watch my last video, you'll see that I've already tried it. I really like the cocktail. I'm surprised I've never tried it before, especially because it is a gin-based cocktail and I really like gin. It's a cocktail that combines gin, Luxardo cherries, curacao, grenadine, pineapple juice, lime juice, and plantation bitters. It's a very fruity drink. Looks like it's served with pineapple and a Luxardo cherry. And it's damn good, yo. Like, not too bitter, not too sweet. It's a perfect combination of it all. It has the fruity notes of the juice. It has the strength of the gin and the bitters coming through. Fantastic cocktail. We need to have more Singapore slings in the States. We adopt a lot of these cocktails from around the world, and I'm surprised I haven't seen more Singapore slings where we're at. I'll also give you a bag of nuts to munch on while you're here. It's a nice little touch, but the floor is also covered in peanut shells. Also, did you all know if you crack a peanut and no one else sees it and you eat it, you're the only person in existence who have seen that peanut? Wild. I'm gonna share this with you. Those are what the 2 peanuts in the shell looks like. So now I'm not the only one who's ever seen them. The saltiness of the peanuts also a perfect combo for the sling. Also, when you come to Singapore, make sure you check out the famous Merlion Statue. It's Singapore's official mascot. It's the head of a lion with the body of a mermaid, spitting out the water, overlooking the bay, and it's a great place to come. A great photo ops. People love to, you know, act like the water's coming out of the mouth. You can spit it out or you can piss it out if that's your thing. But make sure you check it out. So if you saw my last video, you know the view from Marina Bay is phenomenal. But if you want to come have a drink and have Marina Bay in the background, you want to make sure the most iconic building in Singapore is in your view. So you got to come to this bar, Level 33. It's on the roof of Tower 1 of the Marina Bay Financial District. They make a killer Singapore sling just like any other bar here in Singapore. You have nice views, good times, and you can get a nice little bite too. So highly recommend it. You can come take in a drink, have a beautiful view, day or night. The view here, you gotta see it both in the daytime and the nighttime. It's a completely different vibe, and just taking in this city view is something incredible. So add that to your list, and we'll go to our next spot right now. New day in Singapore. We had to come start our day off with some coffee. Everyone that knows me knows I love my cold brew. We came to Glyph Supply Co. over here by Orchard Road. Orchard Road is like the biggest, it's like the 5th Ave of Singapore essentially. It's where all the big shops are. It looks very much just like New York when you walk around outside. But I got a cold brew. I got some banana cake with some yogurt, cream, and walnuts on top. I love banana bread and banana cake and everything. Cold brew is good. It's basically cold brew with milk and honey. Very nice. Yeah, banana cake is good. It's nice and dense. There's almost like a slight sourness to the yogurt that complements it really well. Oh yeah, this is a great little breakfast bite. I think this is fantastic. I've never thought to put anything slightly sour / tangy with my banana bread, but I might have to start doing that because I really like how the saltiness and the tanginess of it really complements that banana. Another thing Singapore's famous for is their chili crab. We're here at Jumbo Seafood. We're gonna try it out. You also gotta get it with these deep fried mini buns to kind of soak up all the sauce. You'll see in a sec. I've heard great things about this. You know, they gave me the bib. I'm ready to go, ready to rock. And I'm very excited to try this out. So I'm bibbed up, ready to go. We're gonna try out this chili crab. Looks like it's gonna be difficult to eat, but some things you just gotta work for in life. And I feel like this is a testament to that. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Got the fried dough here. You can use to soak up the chili crab sauce. And the star of the show, the actual chili crab here. I think these are gloves. Oh, he's gloved up too. He said we're taking every precaution here. We ain't taking no chances. All right, let's try this sauce first. Just soften up with some of this dough. It's nice and spicy, tangy. It's a great, like, overall just chili sauce. Oh my God. I know this is gonna be so good with the actual crab meat. Take a look at these big, meaty claws.
Well, these claws ain't for just attracting mates.
That crab meat. So flaky and buttery, and oh my God, this sauce complements it so well. I was expecting it to be a lot more like spicy, kind of like hit you in your face type spicy, but very good. I should not have worn white, even though I'm bibbed up. I think wearing white was a very poor choice coming here. You know, I have some foods that are like negative calories. You burn more eating them and digesting them rather than the actual calories that they contain. Bro, I swear things like this gotta be like that because you get a whole workout, you got your arms up and you're digging and clawing and doing everything. Like I said, some of the best things in life you gotta work for. So our next stop, we came to the famous Haji Lane. Haji Lane has a bunch of different cafes, vintage shops, and a bunch of other things that you can imagine. It's a really colorful street that a lot of people love to come down. It's a huge tourist attraction. Let's take a walk down and see what places we can find. So behind me is Good Luck on Haji Lane. It's a local Singaporean craft beer, and the beer is really good. I was surprised. I didn't think Singapore would have good craft beer. It's fantastic, but they also have something cool up here, which we're gonna go see, which is, I believe, something to do with restored kimonos. So let's go check it out. So as a part of the pop-up, they're doing this thing where they're doing a photo shoot in a vintage kimono. And so they hooked me up with one, so we're gonna take some pictures and see how they look.
Money on top of me, money on top of her, money on top of me.
So even though Hopscotch was the first to do it in 2016, here at Hill Street Thai Quat, they currently have a Michelin star for their pork noodles. Got a bunch of stuff in here. We got some fish balls, some minced pork, some fried fish, some dumplings, some sliced pork, some minced liver. So we got to mix it all up. This nice like chili vinegary sauce under it. It comes with a soup. And then I also got a bottle of water and a milk tea. And I got all this for 13 Singapore dollars. The biggest portion they serve with a big bowl of soup, a bottle of water, and a milk tea. That's ridiculous. And it has a Michelin star. So I'm really excited to try this. It smells incredible. Let's try these Michelin star noodles. Oh my God. That's just like an explosion of umami. You have a nice kick of heat. You have a nice like sour bite, just nice vinegary. Oh my God. Definitely worth waiting in line for. Not 100% sure if it's the whole Michelin star level, but I mean, I could see why it was granted one. Even if you have to wait like 45 minutes to an hour for this, it's highly worth it. This is really, really good, and it completely will hit the spot. Oh, and the flavor of the milk tea is the perfect way to counteract that spicy vinegary punch that you get. This is incredible. And the crispy fried fish, it's really fishy flavor, which complements the rest of the noodles so well. If I actually had the patience to wait in this line, I would probably come eat here at least, 3 times a week. Very, very good. Good soup. Next stop on our tour, we came to Burnt Ends out here in Dempsey. It's a Michelin-starred Australian-inspired barbecue joint. We're here at the bar, which is like it's like a bookcase vibe going on. It's really cool. There's a bunch of little keepsakes and everything going around. This cocktail list looks really cool. I still have no idea what I'm gonna get. There's a lot to choose from, but I really like it. Just all the leather, everyone's wearing like leather aprons and everything. You get a very elevated barbecue experience. As soon as you walk in, you kind of smell like the charcoal and all the smokiness of what you're about to indulge in. So I ended up getting a butterfly spin. It's a gin-based cocktail with some lemon and strawberry. The bartenders were super nice. They explained everything to me. Ooh, that is very good. That's very refreshing. My new homie Russell showed me around the restaurant. Smells coming from the kitchen. If God was having a cookout, that's what it would smell like in there. It was incredible. Burnt Ends was absolutely fantastic. Like I said before, if God himself was having a cookout, this is the food he would serve. All the meat here is cooked extremely perfectly. There's a beautiful smokiness to it. The food is fantastic. The drinks were incredible. The staff was super nice and super helpful with literally everything. Shout out my bartender, Lewis. He was extremely knowledgeable just on Singapore life in general, and he was really nice and really pleasant to talk to. It's a must try when you come to Singapore. 100%. I fully support people coming to visit this spot. The star speaks for itself, So Burnt Ends, great spot to come in Singapore. Got one more day here, so let's see what happens next. Last night in Singapore, I came to the store right outside of Chinatown. This interior of the place is really cool. This has to be one of the best menus I've ever seen in my life. It's filled with Polaroids from previous customers, along with all the drinks and everything. And I just think that's a really cool concept. It's basically like a photo album. I'm excited to try the drinks and some of the food here. Get some dinner. This drink is literally called that floral drink with gin. Very appropriate name. Extremely floral. Wow, really refreshing. Has a nice sour bite to it. Great drink, very refreshing, very pops, it pops in your mouth. This little flower on top is a nice little touch. I think Singaporeans love their gin. I feel like every bar I've come to, a lot of the cocktails have been very gin focused and very gin forward. I think gin and whiskey are the two big spirits here. So if that's something that's your speed, you might like the drinks here. So food wise, we got some bites, you got mains, you can get anything you want here. I got some candied bacon as well as some Cajun wings. And just the whole vibe of this place is really nice. It's very it's like modern. Have y'all seen Beef? That very modern, minimal Japanese interior. That's the vibe you get in here. Everything from the detail on the actual plateware and everything to just the vibe of the entire setup interior wise. It's very nice, very relaxing, very calm, very cool. Let's dig into this. Let's start with the candied bacon. So the candied bacon is smoked bacon with brown sugar and rosemary, which I've never really seen on candied bacon before. That's the perfect balance of sweet and salty. A lot of places in the States go way, way too sweet on the candied bacon. and I really can't handle it. But that's like a perfect balance of the sweet and salty. The rosemary adds a really nice herbal note to it, and that is fantastic. All right, next up, let's try these wings. And it comes with like a pickled mayo. Oh, dude, that skin has the perfect amount of crispness to it. The meat's nice and juicy. The smoky flavor from the Cajun seasoning is ridiculous. It goes bonkers. And this pickle mayo is a really nice touch. It's like, it's not too like pickly, you know, like a slaw. You know how slaws can be very vinegary? It's not like that. It just adds like some savoriness to it. Both of these are fantastic bites. You have like, goes really well with the drinks. These are like peak bar bites. A lot of really good bars don't really have the best bites, and they kind of lack in the food department. Both are fantastic. The drinks, incredible. The food, fantastic. This is a really great spot. It's a really good date spot too. There's a lounge in the front, very intimate. They have couches, very like dimly lit. In the back is where they have like some of the bigger tables and the bar and everything. If anyone goes to Singapore and wants a good place to go, this is one of the first places I would send them to. My man Heerman, who's the guy who runs the bar, he's fantastic. He's a great bartender, great guy to talk to. Really great way to end my trip in Singapore. Shout out to the random guy I met on Haji Lane that recommended this place. That's another thing, man. Singaporeans are so nice. I've been able to start conversations with anyone. It doesn't matter. Everyone's so willing to talk to people. Everyone's super nice. People are very friendly, very eager to help, very eager to just be kind. There's a sense of respect and kindness that goes around with a lot of the people, and it's great, man. I think it's just a very welcoming city. Have you ever been to a place and have been like, yo, this place is super cool. I wonder what else is around here, but I'm not from the area, so I don't know where I need to go. The bartender literally handed me this little book with a bunch of different bars that like are around the neighborhood, and it's your little neighborhood guide. So whenever you're done here, you can just go around and find other bars to go to. I think that's a really cool little detail. I think a lot of bars need to start doing this. Just finished up my night at the store. It's a place I cannot recommend enough. Heerman and Joanne have a great place set up. They're partners who run the store together. They're great bartenders, great people, super nice, super hospitable. They've made this experience extremely enjoyable. From everything from sending me home with gifts, to taking Polaroid pictures together, taking a celebratory shot together. You just have a really great experience from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave. I couldn't have asked for a better place to come on my last night in Singapore and a better last spot. So if you're ever in Singapore, I highly recommend coming out and seeing Heerman and Joanne over here at the store. You won't regret it. This is the picture I took with the gang at the store. And this is a shirt I got from Flame Vintage on Haji Lane. Honestly, there isn't enough I could say about Singapore. That place really packs a punch. It's a super safe and super clean city filled with amazing people. This was the first solo trip I've ever taken, and I really think it's a great place for solo travel. Everyone speaks English, and they're all extremely helpful and kind. Even if you're anywhere near that part of the world, I highly recommend making a stop in Singapore. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any other places you want me to check out, make sure you leave it in the comments. As always, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Like I said, I'm doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. That being said, I'll see you soon.